Rick! How you going? I hope you're having a lovely day today. Oh, damn it! Let me write that on my hand so I can actually remember. Hi, Kim. Hi, James. Fix rules. L-E-F. Figure out what is going on with Nightbot. How you guys going? So, I figure it is about time that we get some weapons looking. Yeah, we have a hand tattooed for today. I'm not sure if that shows up, but hey, it's the hope that we have something. So I figure it's about time we make these weapons look super fancy. Yeah, I'm going pretty good. Life's been pretty awesome. Look. Ooh. It says fix. The rest of it does not look pretty good. Like, rules kind of disappears. Yeah, we got a sword, we got an axe, we got brushes somewhere. We got one, we got two. Well, I made a mess of things. I have actually managed to procure a bigger light, which is shining on a nicer angle. So hopefully we're not getting weird shadows now, which is a major plus. Life is good. And I am super hyped about it. Also, we have Puppet. Puppet is being super helpful. Like, I was going to be using the original thing we were going to use for Puppet. Yeah, we're back with Puppet today. But unfortunately, it wasn't working, so now we have Puppet. Unfortunately, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong with dono readouts, but it is still. I am muffing it up. I don't know what I am doing. I am still muffing it up. Like, I can make it work manually, and Puppet will read it, but, well, Puppet won't read it at the moment because I changed some things, so Puppet will hear my voice instead. Thank you, Notrick. Very much appreciated. I'm thinking that we do all these highlighty bits with the bronzy color. So we'll get colors of that set to one side. Bomb. So that's the color those will end up. And then I figure if we do the X haft, and I'm not sure what we'll do for the sword. But we'll do the X haft in sort of a shiny black type color. So if we go, where my black be at? Aha! The almost empty one. The one that's not so empty. But yeah. And it was kind of funny today, because I went to load up the program I used last time for Puppet, and it was like, oh yeah, this thing. Does the fingerprint come back? Actually, yes, it does. So I lost the fingerprints of half of this hand for years. I kind of melted them off due to repeated injury with melted plastic, because I was forming these melted plastic flowers, and then eventually they grew back. So I have my fingers. Although I don't know how many years that took. It took multiple years, but they did come back. Aha! gray. Bam. Then extra gray with the watery gray. Yeah, yeah. Like, it's... it takes a while, but they do come back. So if we start with a base of black, and we work up from there. Hey, how's it going? Oh, thank you for the raid. I hope you're having a lovely day. And welcome on in, everyone. What is this witchcraft? This witchcraft is Angron. He is a Warhammer model. And we are painting him for a diorama where he's going to be facing off against this fella who is missing his hand and his head right now, who is sanguineous. And they're gonna put together like so. How do I even paint? With great care, time, and effort. We've been working on this for a few months. Yeah, it goes like this. Oh, is that Nier Automata? I've heard that's a good game. I've never played it myself, but I've heard it's good. Oh, actually, I'm looking at that. Let's turn the light down. Yes! Yes, exactly big! Enjoy the chicken. Unfortunately, because we're not playing Minecraft, we don't have a book. But thank you for the chicken. At some point, I should look into if I can play that. It does have sounds now. So yes, today we are working on this axe here. Well, I find that it is a long-term working practice. Yeah, these are definitely space bees. We don't do earth bees here. So like personally, I started out doing like I painted on canvases and things like that before. And then I moved to painting miniatures. So I have a lot of practice before I started. And even then, like this here was painted with contrast paints. So I had a leg up, but getting the contrasts and things right was tricky. It was a lot of tricky. Thank you for the follow, Damien. And like, I already understood when I started how to water paint down and stuff like that. Hi, Mingles, how you going? We're working on Angron. But like figuring out how to make paint look good on such a small scale, for me that was the tricky part. It is Angry Ron. Because like brush control, it's really different. When it's this small. Hi Ignis, welcome in. You just need an wait. By removing his cosmetic dreads. I mean, we can probably adjust a hand or two, but we'd need to do that in a different form. Like we've got more of your hands and fingers are too jittery. Okay, So, here's a tip from the Speeling for painting when your fingers are jittery. Actually, we're going to use a model that's already covered in black. So what you do is you brace your fingers like this so that you've got a hand there. Hey, John, how you going? So you hold the model, or your model can be on a stand. Personally, I find inhalers are great for this because they're nice and chunky. And you brace so it releases any jitters, and therefore everything shakes in time with each other, and it makes life so much easier as you go down. And it's the same for if you're holding like this or anything like that. And it is so much kinder on yourself. But also, like, using contrast paints is so much more forgiving. So if that's your vibe, trying to record something while you're holding another hand is or 10 years of practice, yeah. Use toothpicks. Like that's a vibe. Cause like, you might not notice, but 90% of the time, I brace this hand on the model itself. So any form of movement is actually coming from my knuckles. Oh yeah, Angron is huge. Like, space beads are huge. Like, you wouldn't expect space beads to be that huge, but yeah, they're out there. Like, when you take a marine and you measure him up against this, he doesn't even come. Like, this is 40k Angron. This is a Chaos Marine. Wait, do we have a normal Space Marine? I think we've got a normal Space Marine around here somewhere. Aha, there we go. How you going, Shade? Like planet size? He's almost. So this guy, he's I think 7 feet tall, according to story. This guy, he comes up to his knee. They're about bowling ball size. Yeah, they're about the big space bees are about as big as my head. Yeah, he's a big boy. And then gets even better, because now we grab Sanguinius, the one he's fighting, and then we measure him. And if we can measure these guys, so now he's as best angled as we can. He doesn't even come up. Space Wolves are a little bit taller. They're 9-foot cannon. I think the Primarchs are 9-foot cannon and the Space Marines are 7 feet cannon. I think. Yeah, he's a big, scary, tall guy. And not someone you want to meet in a dark alley. I mean, if this fella showed up in a dark alley, I think that's the end of me. Like, I don't think this guy would want to, even have to swing his axe. I'd just be out there going, pop. It's there at Space Flops. Yeah, it is Angron, Richard. I hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome in. I could disarm him by giggling. No, we banned Space Wasps. Space Wasps are not welcome here. I'm having a lovely day. The only downside is that winter is coming in. It's getting a little bit cold. So I'm busy here deciding between having the heater on and having the light on. So I have chosen to have a light so that we can see what we're painting. And I'll turn the heater on later. Yeah, yeah. Wait, Dawn is especially short and Vulcan is 12 feet tall. Huh. Like, it's extra fascinating with, because like, for all the information that's out there about all the shenanigans, like, being such a long-running fantasy world, fantasy, sci-fi, that's the word. we do not want space wasps. We can swear vengeance against any space wasp that chooses to sting someone. There we go. We can swear vengeance against space wasps. Any science fantasy. Yeah, we can call it science fantasy whole row. Therefore, as a Speeling, we are against the invention of space wasps. Sci-fi fantasy? That is true. Like, actually, because science fiction is based upon the musings of where technology will go. That's the core of where it's supposed to be at. Whereas science fantasy is like, wouldn't this be cool? Enjoy the vibes. Before they were banned, no, it is a irreparable social distinction. You do not want to be a space wasp. Space wasps are jerks. They are haters. They are trolls. You don't want to be a space wasp. Anyone who wants to be a space wasp just gets banned. Well, we like space bees. But space wasps? Nah. Space wasps are also... Ain't no way? The Imperial Fist. Maybe they are the Imperial Fists. 16. Wait, what? What? Is that what I think? No. Between them. Welcome. Vespids are space beads and Tyranids is... Yeah, exactly. We got we got a good comparison. How long does space... Well, no one's actually found a space bee dying of natural causes. That's the thing. We get up to all sorts of mischief. And this leads to an unknown lifespan. Because space bees poke their noses into too many things. Like, it's the guard space ants. Well, does that make them a good snack? Because wait, is it space ants that create honey and therefore they're nice to eat? I think it's them. Like, oh no, wait. The guard are definite space ants. Yeah, because there's some form of ants that are honeypot ants. And they exist and they actually go and create nectar. And sometimes... What if there were space dragons that created the planets? Oh, that is so much fun. That's cool. We could get behind space dragons. The only question is, what do space dragons eat? If we've got space bees and we've got space wasps and we've got space dragons, And we've got space ants. Thank you, Toasty. Yeah. We're busy working on his axe today. They're guard bees. Yeah, there are guard bees. Aren't I holding a space dragon? This is a very grumpy space dragon. The dragons eat the bees. Ah, the bees. Ah, so it's a trade. We create the honey that we steal from the ants to give to the dragon to get the planets. Posted a guard bee in Discord. Ooh. Oh my gosh! Who's busy like, huzzah! Huzzah! Wait, the Maiden World Eldar call the dinosaurs they ride dragons and call themselves dragon riders. Oh! Maybe I should actually pay attention to Eldar. Like, so there's only one Eldar player at my local game store. And he's this old fella who, when he talks about playing himself, I sort of switch off. And I'm like, yeah, this is nice. But when he talks about fun lore facts, I'm like, this is cool. So my my kind of thoughts on Eldar are, well, there's only one Eldar fact that I have really sunk in, and then it's the fact that there's that Eldar lady that's gone ahead and revived the Primarch Gilman, and then also turned a Rubric Marine from dust into a person. Oh yeah, and that's true as well. The Eldar kind of had an orgy and created Slanesh. Oh yeah, not Rick. You know, it's a very good question who comes up with this stuff, because some people are paid to come up with it. And like it's like, I think the best part about reading Warhammer fanfiction, not Warhammer fanfiction. Actually, have I read any Warhammer fanfiction? You're right, it is. Yeah, that's her. You're right. I'm gonna have to think. But like, the best part about reading Warhammer is you're not sure of this. Oh yeah, fanfiction is great. Like, one, the people that write it, like, they're passionate about what they write, so you end up with some really good stories. But back to where I was going. Like, the Warhammer, because it's been around for so long, it's been built up over so much time, so that it has the grim darkness of the 41st millennium built up and built up to create something that's just wonderfully weird. And when, for at least me, when I finish a story, I'm like, yay! I'm so glad I live in the millennium I live in, because I am happy now. Everything looks so much happier now. Everything is so much brighter. Oh, I play Animal Crossing when I don't feel well. And like, it makes me feel better. I'm just like, yeah. But yeah, fanfiction is one of those things where writing and passion come together, and it's like, this is good. This appeals to me. Plus, I'm pretty... I haven't read Armor of Fate yet, but I've heard someone read it out, and I'm just like, I need to read this. This appeals to me on a deep, deep level. It's like getting stuck in a mobile life support unit. Damn, that sucks. Tank and art. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, yes! I did! It was a cool tank. I like the... I really like the dirt you had going on the tracks. Yeah, like when you don't know that you're trapped in a cycle or a job or anything like that, it is so hard to actually look out and realize that there's something better. It's like, yeah, look at me! I have 4 walls! I'm existing! Yay! Ba, ba, ba. There we go. Okay, base color. Done. I'm not going to bring it all the way to the brightest yellow, though. We're just gonna mix some things. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, living in a hive city would just be the worst. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, like, how much are you going? Yeah, we live for the good vibes. Yeah, I'm like, a hive city would just be the absolute worst. Yeah, like, honestly, being able to make something look like it's fully worn is so impressive, I think. Oops, it'd be even better if I thinned my paints. There we go. Oh my gosh! Be careful, Onyx! Adjust the control. Oh my word. You know, I know very little about Detroit. Like, the only things that I've heard come from, like, memes and things, and I'm like, is this place really like this? Like, it sounds like Kawara on steroids. Which is not a compliment. I'm glad I can be that lovely background ambience. Bum, bum, bum. There we go, we like that. The blooded kill team is just bad. And you're oh no. Like, are you able to go ahead and change anything out? Or is it one of those things that you have to be stuck with? What would I be if I had to be stuck as something in 40k? Okay, we have 2 choices here. One, we can deliberately choose something that will end our suffering quickly. Or we can try and choose to be something that goes ahead and hopefully gives us a chance of a relatively okay life. Those are our 2 choices. Like, you'd rather be an Orc or an Imperial Night Pilot because Gundam are cool? Is it? No, we'll open it out. Yeah, Rogue Trader. Yeah, I think Rogue Trader is probably the best option But that being said, you definitely hit the nail on the head on you have to watch out for your siblings. And for those of you that aren't 40k enjoyers, rogue traders are basically space privateers. Be a rock. No, that is true. I mean, you can't even be like a Grox, which is a space cow, because I'm pretty sure at this point in time, they're pumping those things full of growth hormones and all sorts of stuff. They have just come... Yeah, Satisfactory is really awesome. Those kind of simulation factory builder type games are your jam. Also, if you like Elder Scrolls, they have just come out with Oblivion Remastered. I am so hyped about this. I saw it the thing last night, and I am beyond amazed. Yeah. You gotta cheat and be Custodes. I mean, that would work. That would work. You could be an Custodes. Like, I don't know. I don't think I would want to be a Custodes, because, like, you have to stand still for, like, months on end. And, like, is it really you at the end of it? Because you're basically broken down and rebuilt up to become a Custodes. Like, you're built up from the beginning, from a baby. Depends on... It has to be on stream. It's PC on PC Games Pass. Oh. Alright, I am happy with the underside of that axe. We'll worry about the teeth later. Now we got that part. I figure. Just a little bit of orange. Custodes are essentially servitors with dignity. What other things would I recommend? Well, I would always recommend Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a vibe. Oh my gosh, now I'm on the quest of games. Oh, if you like cozier type games, off to Sam's Club. What was my favorite dragon character? I will admit, for Elden Ring, I am going more off of my friends' recommendations, because I am only level 45, 50? And I spend most of my time going and getting lost. Okay, my one would have to be Ruth from the Anne McCaffrey books. Which is probably a cop-out, but... It's one I grew up reading those, and... It's really cool. He was quite a smart dragon. Play the blueprints. Hey Jeff, how are you going? Bam. We can call that top done. Now, how are we going to do that wrap? Oops. Oh, yeah, it's stray. I heard good things about that. Although it kind of felt like a flash in a pan. Like it was there and then it wasn't. That being said, apparently they went ahead and they had cats for like like they recorded a bajillion and one cats. Let's make that the same color. So like they had cats like just in not green screen suits, tracker suits all around the studio, and they would follow them around. Just having things busy going and being like, yeah, don't mind us. Like, where is the rest of this? Here it is. Hey, how you going? Oh, yeah. Didn't the CEO kill the studio that made Stray? I heard something happened. Like, it ended up messed up. But I don't know what else. Good night, Lynch. Oh, the boss screwed over the dev team and the dev team did a mass walkout. Oh, yo. Oh, that's insane. Oh, I hope the dev team were okay after that. Like, they were able to find jobs? Oh, I'm glad we managed to hit wholesome. Yeah, like... Yeah, you do get a mod badge beside your name. Not only do you get your mod badge, you also get to have your B. Something like that. Yeah. Like, basically... Wait, it wasn't there before? Like, it should be there. Like, I've heard some pretty amazing things about Kowloon. Like, the fact that the place to get anywhere, the maps, like, to get anywhere, it was basically a three-dimensional thing. I've painted this. I've painted this. I've painted this. Hey, Cripple. I paint. This is the other thing that we're working. Ignore that one. I've painted this. I painted so many spots. I'm going a bit. Wait, can we see the spots without that? There we go. Spots. All the spots. Oh my gosh. Can I just mention how crazy those spots sent me? Those spots sent me bonkers. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we've been painting for like... Huh? How's it going? Hey, no... I hope you're having a lovely day. If there were space goats... Wait, so the space goats are actually Dragon's pets? Aha! So does this mean that we're actually getting a full-fledged ecosystem here? Okay, so that means that the dragons are sentient. I'm having a pretty good day today. We're busy working on Angron's axe here. Getting some colors down. Making it all fancy. That would be crippled. Oh, what color should we have this? I kind of want to bring in a bit of purple on that wrap. What made me pick up Angron? So there was an animatic I saw on YouTube of Sanguinius and Angron fighting, and I was like, I want to go ahead and make the scene where these two fight. And I'm just like, this is awesome. Are there space plants? There must be space plants. Do the space goats eat asteroids? Yeah. And it's like in 3 parts, and it is amazing. And like seeing that, I was like, I must do this. I am morally obligated. Yeah, the bees. Yeah, exactly. Good luck. Yeah, wings with gains versus wings with feathers. There is a very important thing here. Okay, so I figure with this wrap, if we bring in some of the purple we've used for shading, and then we make this look like it once was white, I think that's where we go with that. Oh, where? Grab a purple. And then probably that. And a bit of red. That's where we need to go. Oh, nice work on the article translation. Yep. That's our red. Yeah. And like eventually we'll come through and put highlighting on the skulls, like little tiny dots of white, but I figure that's a thing. But we'll hit that later, I think. Yeah. Good luck. That sucks, Onyx. See you later, Nutrick. That's a really interesting quote. I don't think I've heard of that person before. I've just realized Puppet needs to move over. Like, there we go. Yes, I probably should make that a little bit more obvious. I think I've got a bigger one in here. Apparently I don't. Never mind. Enjoy your nap. There we go. Okay. We'll come back for that. I'm starting to get in a collection of paints already. But from what I hear, Magnus was supposed to do nothing. So Magnus did something. Therefore, Magnus did nothing wrong. Because he did something! Therefore, Magnus did nothing wrong! That being said, like, I think there are multiple failures on multiple levels with the entire situation of the Horus Heresy. Like, the fact that you can go ahead and be like, yeah, congratulations, we're not going to tell our greatest generals about what's going on, about the fact that there is a clear and present danger, and then bam. Not to mention the fact that, you know, you got peeps that did not experience this, how to put it? Basically they grow up too fast. Like, yeah, sure, they've got superpowered brains and whatever, but when you have someone who grows up and then, even if they're really super smart and go to university really early, they don't socially adapt properly. There's social consequences. So, like, these are rickety foundations to be building an empire on. And, like, it's no wonder everything went funky. Like, geez Louise. Like, yeah, you're dealing with a cognito hazard, but let alone you went and kidnapped. Who needs social skills? Well, when you have angry implements in your head, I think you need social skills. You know, I think there's something, just a little few somethings that may help with with the social skills. Just like a bit. Might help. But then again, like, it does lead to, you know, what you gonna do? Yeah, the anger noodles. The question of what are you gonna do with a whole bunch of anger noodled people after the wars? Like, yeah. Well, it's the question of, are you wise enough? Like, I think if we look at it from the Dungeons and Dragons stat blocks, I'm pretty sure Magnus had like a 20 in intelligence and a 6 in wisdom. Like, that fella, he was like, yes, give me more knowledge, and he kept poking the knowledge tree, and then was like, I see a sign. I know it doesn't affect me because I can't read. And just kept poking. He saw the do not pass go here and was like, this isn't for me. It's not red. The sign is orange. Therefore it can't be for me. And like, that I think is the part that gets me. Because having the power, having power and then having the wisdom to know when to use power, that's the silly part. The fact that you can go ahead and be like, yeah, I can talk my way out of anyone believing me or anything like that it's pretty rough. Okay. So we still got light coming that way. So therefore our shadows are down under here. I think we'll also use a contrast paint on that ribbon. Had the Emperor's magic, arrogance, and intelligence, not his foresight. That's because he gave the foresight to Curse. Curse just be out here being like, oh, well, we know how this is ending. Time to do some murder. May as well speed it up. Oh. Gosh. Every so often, I bump my tripod with my paintbrush, and it is slowly getting marked. Where is my red contrast? Is my red contrast here? Is my green? Red contrast! Is that you? No, that's brown. One contrast that I actually keep in here. Aha! Curse got the foresight and paranoia. True that. He traded his eye of foresight to Zinch. Wait, does that mean... Wait, is that true? Does that mean that Zinch actually has a Primarch's foresight now? Well, that went places it shouldn't. Angron was supposed to be the Emperor. Well, wasn't he, didn't he have empathy or something like that? Where did that cat go? Ah, there. Aha! I wasn't supposed to do this on this. You know what? It doesn't matter. We can have this happen on my mat just for one day. It's fine. Oh, this is my desk mat. So I try my best to keep my arts and crafts off it, because normally I end up with like glue and stuff just wandering everywhere. But since I'm just painting today, it should be fine. It should be a-okay. All right. Zinch had more. Yeah, like Honestly, Zinch's A game on planning. 10 out of 10. Like, Zinch knew what he wanted and he just went for it. There we go. This pleases me. Like, of all the abilities to be ripped away from someone, having the ability to take someone's pain and suffering away, that would have really sucked. Especially because, wasn't he a gladiator? Like, having that just lost, that would have just been the absolute worst. Oh, that's I want to say that's terrible, but honestly, in the context of 40k, that kind of works. There we go. Oh, it'll probably take some time to update, Shade. Don't worry. It'll probably be a new profile pic for next stream. Speaking of next stream, you'd ease the gladiator's suffering willingly because he was chill like that. Oh. I don't suppose we get alternate Horus heresies where Angron actually gets to be a good guy because he doesn't have the nails in his head. Like that, I could vibe with that. I could vibe with that a lot. We need an alternate heresy where Angron's the good guy. Rather than this. This is a sadness of greater things. Angron would have always fought. That is true. Like, I think, like, there probably would have been a breaking point where he saw the Emperor as too much of a tyrant. But, I mean, Angron without the nails? That would have been good. But it's 40k. Actually, it's kind of really adorable because, like, I've been explaining 40k to Mumling, and Mumling's gotten to the point where Mumling will go ahead and be like, oh, I know the answer to this. They all die. It's 40k. Someone made the Dornian heresy, where Angron was a good guy, but we got corrupted Sanguinius. Ha. Ha. Okay, no, I will take corrupted Angron over corrupted Sanguinius. That is terrifying. That is actually terrifying. And now, because everything is wet enough, we can actually glaze a little bit more of this over some of our high spots. Just damp down the red. Perfect. Yeah, it's kind of really sweet. Because, like, Mumling is a saint. And Mumling whenever I get into a new hobby or anything like that, Mumling tries her best to be interested and stuff. So I'm just like, this is the new hobby. And Mumling is like, okay, dear, what's it about? And I'm like, oh no, now I have to tell you about this. How to start this? It's set in a fictional future. And it's the worst time in human history. And Mumling's like, okay, I've read my history books. I was like, Now imagine lobotomies. You know, start with something that's easy to understand. So, poor Mumling has been slowly being introduced to 40k. Yeah, door is brains. Yeah, it's been stuff like that that has been slowly being introduced to her, and I think by this point, Mumling's just like, oh, wait. Like, I think she's fully expecting there to be things like, congratulations, the floor will go ahead and eat people because it's had a bad day, or something like that. I'm pretty sure she's at that point. But it's kind of adorable. That being said, I think her favorite person... Does she have a favorite person so far? I think she likes the description of Caiaphas Cain. I have told her about servitors. Like, that was one of the earlier things. Now, how are we going to do these chains? You know what? We're coming back to those chains. We're going to work on this. This seems easier. Like, welcome back. Yeah, servitors have been one of the early ones I told her about. And she was like, Speeling, why are you listening to this? And I'm like, well, I got sick of listening to the MCU. Wait, there's a Slaneshi world, a demon world that's just a giant naked man in a fetal position? That is hilarious. Like, wait, we did we have a cat? I don't. Yeah. Like, I've been trying to find things that'll tickle her fancy. Like, I went and read up about agri-worlds, and then I was like, so this is how they get their food. And then Mumling will be like, they grow monoculture? Why? Yeah, it's very much. Mumling's just sort of sitting there busy being like, so they live for so they go hundreds of years on individual planets without war. And then they just go ahead and have it out. No, I haven't. I've heard good things about it, and I keep forgetting to watch it. Okay, if we actually layer this with red initially, like a really bright red, and then we, like, layer in cracks, maybe? I think that would look cool. Yeah, I keep... Like, I'm actually a terrible watcher of anything. Like, I got halfway through... Like, I really enjoyed Apothecary Diaries Season 1. And then I heard Apothecary Diaries Season 2 is out. And I was like, yeah, we're watching this. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna watch it. I got 2 episodes in, and then I was like, wait, I need to do this thing. I have still not gotten back to watching it. And I'm like, ah! Okay, we want... That's the cool red. Actually, if we mix it with some yellow, some bright yellow, Gravity Falls will be up my lane. I should try it then. Okay. Like, for me, the thing that sells stories or anime or anything like that is actually how well the story is constructed. We should have shaken this paint. There we go. That's better. And making sure that, you know, the story itself actually exists as something that is fun and understandable and viable to... I'm gonna love the show. Like, especially when you're able to, like, look back between episodes and be like, wait a minute. What was that? What was this? Did that from 2 seasons ago connect to this? But, like, it... Is that the one? Wait, beat the big bad guy by forgetting? Oh, okay, I have got to watch this show. Like, that is so meta. It's okay. I can survive spoilers. Oh, I'm at this. Just put a dab of paint in the cap. Like, I forget to do this 90% of the time, but I like seeing the colors. Like, that is great. Yeah. I am there to watch this. Gravity Falls with the Five Nights at Freddy. Oh, it's fine. Okay, we're gonna go some orange as well. Like, so I grew up with people that didn't mind spoilers, so I was always like, yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the spoilers. But the thing is, I always forget that other people have issues with spoilers, and then I'm like, oh, I just went and spoiled the whole thing. Oh, and then there'll be other people being like, Speeling, why? Watch the show with a clean slate. Okay, okay. I will try my best. I may not make it. Like, I am, as I have warned, I am terrible at actually remembering to watch said shows. But I do my best. I will try my best. Like, English shows usually get put on as background stuff while I'm doing something. It's the good thing about having 2 monitors. It's like, yeah, we can do it this way. Actually, if we give this another coat of contrast, I think that'll be good too. I think the last non-anime show I watched was, in its entirety, was Pantheon. And that one took me a good couple of watches to really appreciate it. That being said, I liked that one. Like, it was sci-fi. It had, like, AIs doing AI stuff, and I'm like, this is a vibe, and I'm here for it. And it was also, like, looking at the possibilities of technology and where things went from there. And, when is a human? Which was really interesting. More of this. There we go. Because in that show, like, artificial intelligence and oh my gosh, English, please. Artificial intelligences. There we go. Yeah, abominable intelligences weren't the way of the future. It was actually uploaded intelligences. So it was the question of, is uploaded intelligences human minds free from the processing capabilities of a human body, the way of the future? And if you are a human mind without a human body, are you still human? Like, that was the question the show posed. Halo says no? Well, I won't tell you guys what the show says because it was a main plot point of the show. Yeah, actually, we'll do this layer by layer. But the AI takes inspiration from the brain, but not the personality. In this one, the AI was the person. Like, it was a direct upload of the person. So you, yourself, are uploaded and you continue on as a digital existence. Are you still human? But personality death ends at the time of death. Okay. Like, needless to say, I will just say that when it comes to this show in particular, it had to work on a living patient, and the person wasn't living after the thing was done. So that was how they got around cloning or anything like that. It gives you no mouth vibes. Oh, I have no mouth, but I must scream. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can see it. Pretty messed up right there. But yeah, I can see how that could happen. That originally started as a novel, if I remember correctly. And then it moved on to a radio play and a game? A game. Oh, didn't make the radio play? Yeah, like I've seen clips of the game and when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's messed up. That is so messed up. But like I can kind of vaguely understand it. Like this like for I have no mouth but I must scream. Like and from what I remember, it's an AI that is designed to hate humans. And then there's only like 4 humans left. And so it only has those chances left. Allied Masterful Computer. Oh, cool! Enjoy your game! Gosh, that sword is so bright compared to everything else. I really hope I know what I'm doing here. Gained the sentience of a human and called multiple nuke attacks, leaving 5 alive virtually for 100. Oh, that's messed up. Go through like this, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Like, I heard the AM's speech a long time ago, but I don't think I remember it. But it was very intense, I think would be the word I'd use to describe it. Like, damn. Like, I don't remember the words, but I remember the tone? Passion? Whatever you want to call it. Okay, something like that. And then we do that this side, hopefully. There we go. Like, I don't think that's a game I'd ever want to play. Games like that definitely have a place, I think. I feel like I'm painting those damn spots again. They're out there. Just laughing at me. So many spots. Just waiting for us. There we go. Good evening, Glistener. How are you going? Having a pretty good day. Oh no, Hollow. I hope it doesn't come out too bad then. We are busy painting Angron's weapons today, giving them a unique touch and chatting. I hope you're having a great time. I'm hoping to make Angron's... I'm so used to saying Angron's accent that it comes out automatically by now. Angron's sword here come out looking all fancy like, with some shine. That it looks like it glows, stuff like that. We're gonna have the red poking through with some hints of yellow. And then we're gonna cover it mostly up with patches of black. And that's the general plan. Fingers crossed. Oops, not that strong. There we go. And yeah. I think another, I wouldn't really call it a horror. So, hey, Kadia, thank you. Hey, let me tell you how much I've become to hate. Hello, Night Lord. So I don't actually have, well, actually, I have started getting an army. I've accidentally fallen into owning an army of Tyranids, but Angron is the only World Eater I own, and that is because he is going to be part of a diorama with Sanguinius. There we go. Let's get them organized. So they're going to be fighting like that, as they are meant to do. I have several other peeps around. Unfortunately, I don't have Conrad. I don't have a model for him. I don't have anything I could kit bash into him. However, we do have... Well, we could paint this fella up like Conrad. He does have a lightning claw. But he is only a mere Chaos Marine here. Sadly. And he is part of a Chaos kill team. And this is my first Chaos kill team. Well, actually, it's my first kill team in general. The rest of them are in a box. Yeah, exactly. Why is it Chaos? Because it came with lots of pointy bits and trim. And I wanted to practice my trim. So... That's why. Yay! I mean, I've mostly ignored the... I think that's the only Chaos star I've actually painted on them. Oh no, that's that one I painted. He's the only Legion that doesn't serve the Chaos Gods. On either side. Like... I kind of... Like, in concept, I like hers, but in practice, nah, I'm good. Like, I think my favorite Legion is probably the Alpha Legion, just because I like the memes. Like, the memes that have shown up, I'm like, I like these guys. It amuses me. Like, the fact that they don't know what their hands, feet, or legs are doing. Like, they don't know what the other hand is doing, or the feet, or anything else. What would I like to build or collect? Oh, that is a very good question. I choose the cosplayers, but not the Knight Terrors. I would have a whole army of Technicolor squigs. Where are the rest? Like, just squigs. Boom. I would not use them. I would not run them. I would just have Technicolor squigs. You will work with the Alpha Legion? Heck yeah. Like, we can work with the Night Lords here. Hi, Nari. How you going? I hope you're having a lovely day today. Word bearers? Nah, we can diss the word bearers here. I mean, I'm pretty sure without the word oh my gosh. Squigox? Oh my gosh, I actually know what the Squigox is now. Yes! I like this. Like, my squigs come from Age of Sigmar. And, where is he? This is one of the herders. Ba-da-da. And then, where is it? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here's my box of incomplete things. So, he needs a base. He needs his base finished. Hi, Chaplain! How you going? Yes. It will be Age of Squigmar. And then we got Moonbus. And then we got Scragra. I lost his base, unfortunately. So now he is just baseless. He has baseless accusations. Yeah. We can like the Anchorite here. The Anchorite is the exception that proves the rule. And then... Yep. That's about it. But, like... If I want any... You will not work with Lion? Like, from what I've heard, the Lion's a bit of a stuck-up. So, I can understand this. like I think the funny part is like I think the one that like when it comes to legions I like the most, it's probably the Alpha Legion. I haven't had the chance to read about them yet, but that being said, I think the gas farm isn't working for you. Yeah, I should have notes pinned, but try going ahead and changing the height of the AFK platform and making sure you're building in a soul sand valley. I believe you need to move the AFK platform upwards. I mean, when he's stuck up, it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, are you really able to pull it off? Because some people, they're able to pull off being stuck up. Can we pull this off? Speaking of being able to pull it off.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth.
Okay. So I figure if we go ahead and we add this Conrad. I haven't read Conrad versus the Lion. But like I'm getting the feeling that this was a bad move. You know what? We're switching colors. We're switching colors. What's this? Is Button's. I hope. If they chose a chaos god, you'd think Zench. But if they chose Zench, I think that'd confuse Zench. Let's go ahead and just go straight for the kill on this. We're going to accept this. We accept the results that are going to come from this. Ha! TBH. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm not able to diagnose the issues with your gas farm at this time. I don't have Minecraft open up in front of me, and I have not kept up the farm. It is one of those it is actually marked as not working in the most latest updates. Right, let's give this a go. Yeah, there's issues with where the AFK platform is. I think some commenters have been able to find a place where the platform works, and at the moment it's a matter of experimenting. But unfortunately, it's not something that I can do while I'm painting. So all the best thing I can say is experiment with your Y level where you're putting your AFK platform if you're in a Soul Sand Valley. And that should do the trick. But other than that, that's the best I can do for you right now. My confidence about the sword is like, it's at rock bottom. I'm like, the sword looked good before we put the grey on. But we gotta trust the process. We got, like, if we don't trust the process, it's not gonna look good. It's just a matter of a bajillion and one little black bits. Oh. So, the Walking Dead games with the Silent Hill games? Okay, so I have played neither The Walking Dead nor Silent Hill. I know the basics of both. One has zombies, and one has a town that is filled with fog and nightmares. I could see it working. Okay, my favorite Chaos Primarch has to be Magnus the Red. Like, getting messed up that bad is just like... like, if you go and mess up that bad, and then you go ahead and you do that, it's just like... it's glorious. I love it. But if you're going ahead and I'm picking... Yeah. No. No, if you're choosing to go ahead and... like, honestly, I think the horn tits are probably the silliest part of this model. I'm just... like, they're actually the detractor there. Like... I would honestly say that my favorites, because we can't call Alfarius or Megan Chaos or Loyalist, unfortunately. So they're out of the running. Like, the more I find out about the Khan, the more I like him. So they have a zombie variant called the Wendigo. Oh, this needs a picture. So I think maybe I say the Khan. It's like, that guy went ahead and was like, my people stay as they are, like, and then he's like going, kid. Yeah, sure. We've got stream chatting for that. And then, like, not only that, he was the kind of apparently the kind of person that sort of stops and thinks before the dude talks, which seems to be in short supply? Like, hello? Where is the rest of this in amongst all the showboating? Yeah, like, we need this. Alfarius is described as self-important. Yeah, like, I can appreciate the memes and everything out of the Alpha Legend, and yes, I like this, but when you give me someone who is reasonable, calm, and level-headed in a room full of people going and basically thinking that they're the best person in the world, hello, you are now my favorite person. Yes! If you just... Yes, we just Fulgrim here. And like... That's just... the best. And like, apparently the one time he does get angry, it's because his friend dies and gets killed by orcs. Like, I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like a good person to me. It's a long time ago since he drew it. That looks cool. I would be terrified if that came towards me. That is, oh... That is beyond monstrous. Okay, I am starting to feel the sword. This is a vibe. And I am here for it. Yeah, that's it. That's the one I heard about, and I was like, yeah, I liked this guy before, but now I actually respect this guy's writing, like the writing of this fella. Let's make some of these bits connect together. Yeah, we can. We'll probably dry brush some bright yellow over some of this. Make it feel more glowy. Maybe some bright pink. Do I have a bright pink? Yes, I have a bright pink. Glorious. Like, yeah, I would say that the Khan is my favorite. Yeah. I think after the Khan, it would be Sanguinius. Because he got the flappers. and anyone... It can mimic your own voice and is constantly on the hunt for its next prey. Oh, that is scary. Like, I think anyone that has the flappers instantly wins points in my book. Which is probably why we're doing flappers versus flappers here. Like, if you got the wings, that instantly wins coolness points for me. Yours is Perturabo. And the blue boy? Fair enough, fair enough. Like, I was considering Gilliman for a hot second there. But then I remembered the Khan. It's like, Gilliman's the living. So, that's some points. I kind of want to make this more yellow up here before we put this in. If I could add anything from Warhammer 40k to Minecraft, what would I add? I was so close to saying squigs. And then like the logic part of my brain was just like, wait a hot second there. This is not a good thing. This is not something you want to add to Minecraft at any point. Yeah, like a mod that turns hoglins into squigs. Yes! Let's add that. Let's have the hoglins be squigs. That makes life so much better. Let's have hoglins be squigs. 10 out of 10. That makes the nether so much better. Tree squigs, stinger squigs, blast squigs. What got me into the hobby? Like, okay, first, the fact that anyone that can rise over her super depression, yes. Here's squigs. Many years ago, a friend of mine was like, Speeling, come play Dark Heresy. And I'm like, what is that? I don't even know what a tabletop RPG is right now. Because I was a young, I barely even played Magic the Gathering at that point. And I was like, I do not know what this level of nerddom is. And so I went ahead and I was like, yeah, sure. I need friends. Let's do this. And like, I got hazed with the knowledge of Slaanesh and everything that involved. I was highly encouraged to play a Battle Sister. I did not play a Battle Sister. Elves? I ended up playing a Scum who ran really, really fast. I ended up making for myself, if you have an arrow and a sphere, aim for the chest. Heck yeah. Put a squig on the Minecraft. An overworld boss. Glorious. No, a nether boss. Let's keep them in the nether. And like, it was actually really neat. The only thing was, like, I ended up not staying with the group. But the curiosity remained. But oh, it's a 1/1 with G with infect. Ooh, that's vicious. And basically, the curiosity stayed for years. And hey, welcome on in. Hope you enjoy your time here. And basically, I didn't want to join in with doing Warhammer and all of that, because I was like, nah, that's too nerdy. It is the angriest boy. We're busy working on his sword. Yeah, like, I looked at Warhammer and I was like, you mean to tell me we go ahead, we get plastic kits, we put them together, then we paint them, and then you go and you march them around the table? Nah, that's nerdy. And then, by the way, at this time, I'm out here painting custom tokens. I'm out here with a good couple of folders of MTG cards. You know, as you do. Oh no, this wasn't a couple of months later. This was like... 2014? I want to say 2014. The sickest boy? Oh! Well, these guys, they're a bit counterfeit. But, yeah, it's a few years later. And, we definitely did a few other nerdy hobbies before deciding that, no, we are definitely these kinds of nerds. And I have been drawn in. And I'm really happy to be here. This is fun. Yeah, so in terms of items to make and do and things, we actually have eventually to do. We have Magnus, and we also have Sickest Boy. And eventually we'll do them. I'm really excited. So I run. This one's my favorite one. It's a commander deck, and I run Moldrova. I have forgotten the name. Unfortunately, it is like I. So it's black, green, black, green, blue. No, it is not from the UK. It is in fact from a tiny island at the bottom of the world called New Zealand. I know, dropping a church from low Earth orbit to crush your enemies is really, really awesome. No, all good. Like, a lot of people go ahead and say it's... Oh no. This is also my other commander deck, which is white, black, red. This one's fun because whenever I attack with her, I get to summon a dragon, demon, or angel just straight to the battlefield, attacking. And it's a lot of fun. She's upside... Oh yes, she would be upside down. And also, we have a light shining on her, so there we go. You know what? We still have a light shining on her from the window. There we go. And I forgot that she's actually a shiny card. Yeah, she brings out your demons or her angels. You know, all the fun stuff. Ooh. Yeah, she's Kalia of the Vast. But that one's fun because I happened to have a lot of angels and demons, so I was like, you know what? Like, I don't build decks to win. I just build decks to have fun with the group. So I'm just like, yeah, you're a Yu-Gi-Oh man yourself? I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when synchro summons were the most that you could do. Like, you could synchro summon or you could fusion summon, and that was it. Like, you could do... I think they were just bringing in XYZ summons? Were XYZ summons and synchro summons? Either way, they were equal... I think that was basically the heck of an hour to be streaming. It is 11:56 AM. This is the best time of day for me to have internet. Like, I internet mobilize. I work to my internet, and it works out for me. Like, I used to have a 6 Samurai deck, and it was a vibe. Although the only person that was in the club that played Yu-Gi-Oh! Was one of the national champions, and he'd always sit down and he'd be like, okay, I'm going easy on you. Bam. 3 turns in and I was doomed. I was just dead. Thank you. An old Toon deck. Oh, wow. That's nuts. Yeah, I ended up getting rid of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the end. I think I've only got one left. And that was one that was hanging about in my folder, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just keep this because it's thematic. Because I've always been a fan of graveyard type theming of decks. So I had a... it's like a pharaoh wrapped in bandages. Oh, it went Fusion Ritual, then Synchron O, and then XYZ. Ah, I was correct. Good night, Shade. Thanks for coming. We need more of this. I'm not sure if we've even got more of this. That is a very empty pot. Please let me summon some more black paint. Oh, mighty paint pot, I'm going to have you upside... Like, it's not going to show. But... there are only dregs left in there. Yeah, it's all good. I'm able to see where everyone comes from. I'm not sure if... Oh yeah, it does show up. So... I totally click where everyone comes from, and whether you're a YouTube subscriber or a Twitch follower. And also, actually, I'll trigger it manually. If someone goes ahead and subscribes on Twitch or becomes a member on YouTube, we get a notification. Because this happens.
No, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah!
So we get a little bit of a heads up. Yeah. Like... like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Has some of the coolest individual cards. But unfortunately, I think it's... I would probably say it has the biggest power scaling problems. Like, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Works on the rule of cool. Or at least from my experiences, Pokemon feels fairly balanced, although I haven't played Pokemon in a very long time, and when I did play Pokemon, it wasn't much. That being said, like, the thing is, you can get a coin, you can learn to flick a coin so well that you can actually practice and get it to the eternal format. Heck yeah. Like, you can actually practice and learn to flick a coin so that you can call which way it's going to land every single time. Guaranteed. Like, it takes hours and hours of practice, but it's totally possible. Yeah. And so if you have a deck, like, the one that comes to mind is Kyoga's Spring Tides. Yeah. And then, because that was... oh no, you see, you can do it and have it be flip and not catch and have it land on the table and still have it work like that. Like, I can't do it anymore because, like, I don't play those kinds of games anymore, and so therefore I don't practice to do it. But it used to be a thing, and it was well worth it. Because you could get a lot of damage out of times whatever cards. Yeah, MTG being here's the rules, let's design around them. Yu-Gi-Oh's here's a design now, how can we make this work within the rules? Yeah, well, from what I understand, or from what I remember, geez. Now we go back into the old days. Because you had the original run of, Yu-Gi-Oh, which was like 52 chapters, and they each, pretty much all of the chapters had a different game in it. And like, I think the one that I liked the most was where it introduced Bakura. And in that, it was like this... Well, it was a TTRPG. And Bakura basically sealed everyone into these lead statues of themselves. Because, of course, it's evil Bakura. And in that... They had to go through and win the castle, and they met good Bakura, who was playing this white wizard healer fella. Yeah, they do have a season 0. I think you can find it on YouTube, and like the animation is so different. And Yami Yugi is off the charts. Like, I have no other way to describe him. He's like, I am evil. Oh yeah, that guy in the leaflet in there, he's just gone crazy. Or there's a fella who lights himself on fire. Like, there's all sorts of stuff. It's bonkers. But it's I'm kind of glad they didn't go that route, because it would have stayed a niche genre. Like, they knew what they were doing when they did a change. See? But it's good times. Where are we starting this? Yeah, that seems good. I'm looking at that and I think I'm happy with that. Being said, the side of the sword is so much evil. Yeah, he is such an evil gremlin. Like, it is kind of crazy. Just need to move some things around. Hop. That is better. Because I keep looking at chat last and I'm like, wait, where is chat? Where have I put it? Because I've managed to put chat in such an unintuitive place today. Like, it does make me curious as to where they would have taken OG Yu-Gi-Oh! If they had kept with that. Because that would have had, hopes? Yeah, like, I think it's really interesting. Ooh. How they chose to do that. Like, the fact that Angron was like, yeah, you all get butchers now. So, you know, this thing that is this terrible punishment for the gladiators, you know, this sign of slavery, and you're all getting to have it. Like, that, it's probably not how it went down, considering the fact that I only know the barest basics of actually Angron, but the fact that A, he allowed it to start off with, and then B, like, allowed it to continue? Like, sure, his brain's kind of mutilated. Yeah, like, it's messed up. But then again, I suppose he, like, having the lack of ability to see the modeling, like, I think it comes back to that whole thing of healthy modeling of leadership. Like, because Angron doesn't see the leadership for himself being modeled, then he doesn't have the tool set to do it himself. Whereas, like, Gilliman does. Yeah, the anger noodles made him not care. But even then, like, at what opportunity in a gladiatorial pit do you get the opportunity to see, you know, this is healthy conflict resolution. This is healthy leadership skills. Like, when you look at the Primarchs who are actually decent leaders, they were already good leaders. And, like, that one I find really interesting. Like, they were already taught to be good leaders. Or at least from what I understand. I still need to do more reading. Like, this is probably going to be a good long quest. Yeah. That being said, I would love it if it comes a day where I, like, he just needs to turn one time. Get straight into the battle lines. Like all good berserkers. Off you go. We need to scare the living daylights out of them, nothing else. Oh. I think we're onto something with the sword. Like, I doubted in the beginning, but now I feel like we're onto something. Tactics, you mean, chat? Like, I think you do need tactics if your enemy is of any form of similar firepower to you. If not, then you're kind of screwed. If no tactic, then sad. If Big E left Angron and... No, I disagree. Because think about it. If they left Lorgar on his planet, you know, the big talky guy, with Erebus and Corfaron, doing the talking, then I think that that would actually cause even more problems in the long run. Because then, absolutely, I think the Chaos Gods would snap Lorgar up. Like, there would be problems down the line. As for Angron, did I get that on my camera? Is there now a black spot on my camera? No? That's great. Like, I think the best that would happen is that Lorgar would start spreading his religion through the world, through the everything. Should have glassed them before he left it. Probably. I mean, it would be so much better if the Emperor just cut his losses and decided he had 16 Primarchs. Sorry, angry boy. We won't say sorry to Lorgar because Lorgar's a bitch. I mean, Lorgar's a book sniffer. Wait, none of my mods are in chat. Yep, I deserve that. I mean, Shade, I thought you went to bed. Oh, I thought you went to bed. Oh, so I'm sorry. He did since I was goofing. I should add a language. Imagine being the son of God and not bragging. Yeah, exactly. Lorgar's just out here being like, look at me! Look at me! Couldn't be me, no! like 10 out of 10, I bet you Zench would pick him up and being like, yes, I will gift you divine inspiration. Do not worry about me. I am merely a prophet of your father. Build these things and worship me. I mean, your father. Just language. Yeah, they just have like tufts of hair. And then there's tufts of hair in here. Except we need to come back and repaint a bit through here because like stuff is worn off from handling. Just language like we've redeemed the bees. We could organize something like that. Could be a vibe. It's like the modern day Iliad. Actually, oh no, wait, the Iliad is because like I went on a trip and then I found a revised and annotated version of both Homer's Odyssey and the Iliad. And I've read the Odyssey, but I've never actually read the Iliad, so it's busy sitting on my shelves waiting for me to read the Iliad. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. Like, Jeffy clip where he goes, what? Does this week? No, like they're on the outside. There's lots and lots of room for Breeze to come through. He's fine. He's not gonna stink from that. You had to read it during high school? Being forced to read it didn't make it as impactful? No, it's real! Look! Hold on just a second. Ta-da! It's his book! Look! I actually have book! And it comes with story. Where is the first page? 21. I think 21 is the... Alright, what do we got? Hey, Jones. Homer, or the overwhelming presence we call Homer, is a shadowy figure who his first biographers, or inventors, believed he had been born at the end of the Bronze Age, not long after the sack of Troy, traditionally dated to 1184 BCE. See, it's a book! It's a book! I tell you, it's book! And it's got like summaries of the books, so I can go ahead and be like, ah, yes. Tell me about the Iliad. Book 1. In the 10th year of the Trojan War, the Greek army, led by Agamemnon, is camped on the shore near the city. The priest of Apollo, Chryses, has asked Agamemnon to allow him to ransom words, yes, words. I can't read the ransom his daughter, Chryses. Crises? Crises! Crises? Crises! The only difference is an eye. Whom Agamemnon has claimed as his booty, and has been rudely rejected. Chryses, the father, prays to Apollo to help him, and the god sends a plague upon the Greeks. To pacify the god, it is decided at a general assembly that Agamemnon must return Chryses, the daughter. Yeah. Agamemnon agrees, but demands to be given Achilles' concubine, Briseis, in exchange. Achilles feels dishonored and withdraws from the fighting, taking with him Patroclus and his soldiers. Achilles appeals to his mother for revenge, and the goddess Thetis convinces Zeus to side with the Trojans. Zeus and his wife Hera, who supports the Greeks, has an argument, settled by Hera's son, the smithy god, Hephaestus. Hephaestus! This is why I don't read out loud. Like, there's all sorts of words I always know that I can read, and I'm just like, yes, this is fine. But then I look at them like, how do I actually say that out loud? So yes, we have book. But it's kind of been sitting on my shelf for a couple months, and I'm like, I should read this. And then I keep forgetting, and I'm like, I've forgotten to read this. It's not been helped by the fact that I've had a friend busy giving me Gaunt's Ghosts novels every week, and I'm like, New book? New book. Decisions. Orpheus and Medusa. Yeah, like, for Orpheus being so close to being able to see his wife and then just poof. And then Medusa, like, that just sucks. On so many levels. Like, you could look at it as Medusa, not Medusa, Athena protecting Medusa by giving her a glare to protect. But on the other hand, like, victim blaming for that sort of incident? Yeah. Like, the dead must not rise, so therefore you must look back. Oh, that feels more like leopard print to me. Like, I think with the whole everything, it's sad. But I think the Greek plays, they were big into tragedy, so it works. Okay. There we go. We can work with that. Actually, now that it's finished, I like it. It's like he's holding a sword of... You don't read it like that. She couldn't punish the god because he outranked her. So she could... Yeah. Yeah, that's another reading. Like, there's a lot of ways to look at it. And I think they all very much work. Actually, if we go and just glaze a bit of black into this, just on the edges, and darken things up. And like, it would probably make more sense to me. Yeah, we're looking for a lava sword. I think that makes a lot more sense for Angron to have, right? Welcome back. And like, if I made a choice to study the ancient culture or anything like that, then I'd probably choose to make it an informed decision, but I don't. So I can only choose to look at it through a modern lens. Or as best I can, which comes through mostly a mostly modern lens. There we go. All right. Now we got that. And if we just then get the paintbrush that has been... Did I not clean this properly? Oh well. I know a little bit about Warframe. Basically they're robots in... They're people in robot bodies, from what I understand. And that's about the extent of my knowledge. Oh no, wait, I wasn't doing it with this. Oh yeah. Like, honestly, what about Soulframe? I haven't heard about Soulframe. What's it about? Honestly, good luck, Onyx. That's rough. I wish you the smoothest ride you can. That's gonna be a bumpy time. Like, the depth stream... Huh. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I paint my nails for these streams. Because it makes, like, life easier to tell what's going on. Yeah, I'm not really much for Warframe. But yeah, if that's something that peeps like, then that's good information. We'll just touch some pink up through here. We should have gone yellow. Digital extremes. Nature in it. Oh, huh. We should have gone yellow. Wait, no. Actually, having the pink as a base and then hitting it with the yellow is probably being the better thing to do, because we can build up over top of the pink. No, plot twist, this was actually the play. This was this was actually what we needed to do. Ha! There we go. Wait, he has an axe called Spine Grinder? It's an MMORPG. Cool. Like, I'm not one for MMOs, but survive. I wish them the best. Like, as far as names go, that is that is awesome. Wait, would that be this axe here? Welcome on in, Painty. How you going? Where'd I put my paint? Aha. It's the dark elden frames of the wild. Oh, that sounds fun. The vibe. We're busy doing Angron's weapons today. We got one of them done. We haven't got the chains done. We probably won't. Oh, we might have time. And then we've been working on his sword. It's looking all fancy. We got that. We got that. We're gonna come back in and make the skulls all shinier. One was... Oh yeah, wait, doesn't Khan have the Gore Child now? I'm sure Khan has Gore Child. Give me paintbrush. Wait, give me paintbrush with a vague tip. I'm terribly disappointed that this is the paintbrush that has a tip of some sort. Like there is nothing to this. Wait, if we lick it? Nope. Oh wait. I brought a new paintbrush last week. Da-da-da-da. Hopefully this lasts like more than 2 seconds. Alright, let's give this a go. Ta-da! So if we touch yellow to the edges here. Maybe? Fingers crossed? He did have good naming sense. It's pretty awesome. I don't think you can get much better than Gore Child. Like, if we put some red in with this yellow, just a little bit, to warm it up, get it a little bit of an orangey sense into it, I think that's gonna make it feel a lot better. That's too much red. Ooh, what kind of Chinese food? Kind that burns your mouth? Or the kind that's like, yes, we're having a good day today. Or the kind that's like, noodles for Africa, congratulations. There we go. It'd be called Tingler. Would you be more scared of a weapon called Tingler, or would you be more scared about a weapon called Tickler? Shrimp and chicken balls. Ooh. Because I swear, if something like this, like any of the weapons called like this, were called Tickler, No, you would not see me in 40k. I would know. If I was there, I would be in another. Nope. Nope. Farewell. I would find somewhere else to be. This is not the time of the Speeling. Okay, what is the most horrifying name you could make a weapon? All hail Speeling, the Great Tickler! Yes! Like, I think I've got an even... No, probably not. Like, for me, it takes a lot for me to tune into a stream. And also, tomorrow I am busy. Tingler? Okay, how about this? A weapon called Grandma's Kiss. Just one kiss. Give you flashbacks to Tingle. I mean, that's fair. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Again, I am busy, and pushing streams onto someone like that is not polite. So I would suggest going somewhere else with that. We are painting Warhammer here. We paint Warhammer, we play Minecraft. Go find someone else. Unless you want to talk Warhammer or survival games, you know, fun stuff. Not our vibes. He had Gorefather and Gorechild, then he got the Black Blade and Spring Guy. Like this isn't even Gorefather, none of his original axes? Oh, he's been ripped off twice. They've just been stealing his stuff. Oh, jeez. That sucks. Spine grinder. Oh. I will cold fluffy. It's puppeted Space Dragon. Well, you see, the funny thing is, that is actually... One moment. Let me just put Puppet down. That is actually... my hand. We'll pick Puppet back up. So... is Speeling a Space Dragon? Thank you for understanding. If you're happy to vibe with the atmosphere here, you're welcome to stay. Yeah, that is the question. Or is Speeling something that defies expectations? Oh, no, not expectations, explanations, and is merely a Speeling, and is a singular entity. He ditches them when they break, and he's broken a lot of stuff. Oh, we approve of this. We approve of going ahead and recycling. This is where it's at. Like, we approve of the recycling. There we go. Speaking of which, you know what? We are also going to dust a bit of black over our mistakes. Just to hide what we have done. I disapprove of this series of pink that we put over everything. This is not... Oh, holding it like this is also bad. Here we go. Bum bum bum. Yeah, we put a bit of that everywhere. Oh well. There we go. Okay. Now for that red. We have the glowy lava X. All hail! Alright, X. Maybe I should have put down my mat. That just went down and spilled things in a bad way. Woo, 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 woo. Egg rolls. Ooh, egg rolls. Wait. Angron kinda sucks. Wait, he has a kill counter installed in his helmet. It's praised to Korn and to keep himself grounded? Damn! That is dedication. Wait, does it ever say where the kill count is at? Or is it just set to never enough? Like... Is it busy going, never enough, never enough, never enough, for me, for me. If so, I could totally see it. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars they steal from the night sky could never be enough, never be enough. It has no number? Oh my gosh. I wonder if it could be reset. Like, if it ever reaches a point where it could be reset. Like, what is it? Because you can get to the point with a lot of, there we go. That's better. A lot of, what is it? Integers for coding. And they don't actually accept numbers over a certain point. So, Zentry said, yeah. Do I have a favorite band? I would say Pink. In the dark of the night, we would... What is it? In the dark of the night, I was tossing and turning. I will admit that song is one I don't actually know very well. Dark as can be. It scared me out of my wits. A corpse falling to bits. And then I opened my eyes and the nightmare was me. Yeah, that one I don't know. Yes, it's something about find her. And then they have all the bats and creepy girlies going around. And it's like, yes. That is true. You don't think he'd notice? Yeah, it'd probably happen like mid-combat, and then he'd be like, damn it. We gotta start all over again. All right, you're lucky number 1. Step right up. It's time to have a lucky day. Blood for the blood guard. Okay, I'm starting to think I need to look up the lyrics for that. This paint is gunk. What's the most mystical man in all Russia? Almost use that for Magnus. No, that is still very wet. We can't layer on top of that yet. Okay, what can we work on? His hooves. Like, honestly, seeing that would be terrifying. Rasputin away. Okay, now that song's stuck in my head. What's that song called? Stage little on you. Yeah. Sputin. Beware. In the dark of the night. In the dark of the night, I was tossing and no, don't give me that. Okay, we gotta find another site. Now that's Phantom. Oh well. We can find this. What's it called? In the dark of the night, I was tossing and turning. In the dark of the night. Lyrics. Thank you. Angron. Thank you. Thank you. We've been working on the sword today. Yeah, like apparently, like there's something that happened. In the dark of the night, I was tossing and turning. And the nightmare I had was as bad as can be. It scared me out of my wits. A corpse falling to bits. And I opened my eyes and the nightmare was me. I was once the most mystical man in all Russia. When the royals betrayed me, they made a mistake. My curse made each of them pay. One little girl got away. Little onion, beware, Rasputin's awake. In the dark of the night, evil will find her. In the dark of the night, just before dawn. Revenge will be sweet when the curse is complete. In the dark of the night, something's there. She'll be gone. I can feel my powers slowly returning. Tie my sash, a dash of cologne for the smell. As the pieces fall into place, I'll see her crawl into place. Thus Vidanya, Anya, your grace. This is not. Farewell. In the dark of the night, terror will strike her, strike her. Terror's the least I can do. In the dark of the night, evil will brew. Soon she will feel that her nightmares are real. In the dark of the night, she will be through. In the dark of the night, evil will find her, find her. In the dark of the night, ooh. In the dark of the night, terror will come true. And my dear, it's a sign, it's the end of the line. In the dark of the night, evil will find her, find her. In the dark of the night, evil will true. Come, my minions, rise for your master. Let your evil shine. Find her now, yes, fly ever faster. In the dark of the night, in the dark of the night, in the dark of the night, she'll be mine. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much of a vibe that song is. Like, that song is so much. Like, that is the epitome of the villain song. Oh, my favorite Disney villain song? Scar's villain song. I think Scar's villain song has to have it. Like, him with the hyenas, just, it's perfect. And like, trying to think of who's, but also like, I can't think of any other standout villain songs at the moment. Oh, Hellfire, Hellfire. Yeah, I could see that one. Weirdly enough, of all the movies, I didn't actually watch Notre Dame. I haven't watched Notre Dame, actually. Like, I've heard Hellfire once or twice. And, oh, it's a jam. But I haven't, listened. Oh, no, I haven't seen the whole movie. So... No problem. Look after yourself, Paints. It's one of those ones where it's on my I'll eventually listen to it and watch it list, but oh, I got friends on the other side. Yeah, that one's a vibe. I've only watched Frog Princess a couple of times. Unfortunately, it wasn't one that came out on DVD over here, so, or not where I was at, so unfortunately it never came home. Where did your cat go? Over. I guess I don't get to keep you nice. Smells pretty. It does. Like, style points for the villain, I think, is one of the most important things to have a villain arc. The villain needs to have style. Because if your villain doesn't have style, it's such a sad time. Heck yeah. That's a sign of good food. I think what we'll do here is we'll start with black at this bottom bit. Let me get black all these corners. So, did we spill on the mat? We only spilled a little bit of the contrast paint onto the mat. So, this is a bonus. Which means that we've kind of got a dark red spot, but it's not paint. So this is great. Yeah. Things don't need to be fancy for them to be yummy. And I think that's an important thing. Like, your local takeaway, they are a vibe. That is not dry. That is not wet. I've not set up my palette right today. But other than that, we're pretty safe. It's good times. And I'd like to think that we're doing okay with this. Just a couple more. This is the wrong orange. I have 2 oranges. We have this one. Do we have ink? Yes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, welcome on in, Celestine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 immediately on tap. This is actually gold, not orange. This is purple, black. This is, I think this is silver. No, is that silver? No, that is black. Then we also have red, yellow. This one is silver. Oh my gosh. Mother knows best. The good one. Something. Mother knows best. Yes. And like, look at the silver. Is the silver not just glorious? It is. Yeah, we need the good villain songs. Like, I think also part of it is the fact that we don't actually have good villains at the moment. Like, the villain is the scenario, which is part of it. But also, I hope you're having a lovely day, Celestine. Don't be sorry, come to mommy. Mother knows best. Yeah, it is such a vibe. Like, Especially when it feels so intimidating too. It carries it over. I would have liked to see the Hans from Frozen do a what's it called? I don't remember his if he did one. So I suppose if he did do one, it wasn't good. But also on the other hand, like Frozen was Frozen was everywhere. There was too much Frozen. Also, I think any song that could have been good got drowned out with Let It Go. I'm just gonna do a bit of a tappy tap. Tappy tap with the dry. There we go. Oh, wait. Someone did a rock version of Be a Man? Oh my gosh. That'd be glorious. You must be swift as a coursing river. You must be strong as the great typhoon. I have forgotten the next word here. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. I think that's the hardest part, actually remembering the lyrics. And then being like, ah, yes, this is the order that they go in. And being like, ah, right. That's how it's supposed to go. Because otherwise it's just like, I really like singing. Listen to it. I will listen to it after stream. Like, it's one of the reasons why for Twitch there is the I will listen to the cover after stream. That's one of the reasons why we have the redeem for 15,000 points to be what it is of going ahead and being able to have acapella. Yeah. 15,000 Bs, you get an acapella performance. Song of your choice. And basically it means that I go ahead and I listen to the song that you want me to sing to, and then I will sing it. Because basically I really don't want to mess around with copyright or anything like that, but singing a song, well, occasionally I might get a mute because if my singing is that good, but other than that we'll be fine. Unfortunately, because of the nature of the request, I can't implement this for YouTube. So we do have some YouTube only things. So they're over there on that side. Oh, raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. There we go. And we sing it in a different key that time. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I started hitting that note, I was like, oh, that's not gonna come through my microphone. Yeah, unfortunately, the local singing group is, they meet at times that I can't go to, so I'm like, oh. Yeah. Yeah, I have a fairly good handle on the notes my microphone can make. And as soon as I started hitting that note, I was like, oh, that's not going to go through. Like, I can be about 50% as loud as I want to be with my microphone, and then I can be basically I can reach 2/3 of the notes I can make. yeah, I'm just like, yeah, this is fine. Like, I need to learn more about microphone stuff. Actually, it would help if I had my microphone in the correct place. Because, like, it's supposed to be in a specific spot. But it seems that it has drifted close today. Which would help. It would have the issue there. It would help with causing issues. But yeah, like, one of the things, like, personally speaking, when it comes to singing, it's much like anything else. It's just, when you find that you can hit the notes, you pick one thing and then learn to do that. Like, whether it's vibrato or working on smoother transitions between notes, or being able to jump between notes accurately. Like, I don't know if this is how singers are supposed to do stuff, but it's how I've done it. Like, I've never actually had any singing like official singing practice, but just what I do. Matthew 1820 by Alex Jean. Okay. Come on, just... Okay. Why did I put that on my cup? Wait, Jackie Chan sung the dubs? Huh. Well, I suppose that was, like... Because Jackie Chan in the 90s did a bit of animation work. Because I think he had... Yeah, Jackie Chan had a TV series called The Jackie Chan Adventurers. Not Adventurers. Adventures. Made. And he was the main character back then for the show. Like, he voiced it and everything. So it wouldn't surprise me that he did other voice acting work. Heck, now that he's older, he's probably going to go back Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he went in and did more. Something like that. Now I figure that being the brightest point. Something like that. Actually, even better. Spread the yellow. Wait, he didn't voice himself? Wait, what? My life is a lie. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What the heck? So wait. Jackie Chan got to like go ahead and slap his name on it. Do a little bit of the intro and then be like, yeah, this is fine. I assume he got like executive producer rights? Oh, that's crazy. But that's kind of a vibe though. Like, because it uses his name, did Monkey in the series version of Kung Fu Panda? Ah, okay. Well, I mean, it would make a lot more sense to be able to do it like that. Because, like, if you're able to do it like that, then it frees up space for, what do you call it, movies? And even if you're like, or even if Jackie's getting older, and I imagine not scheduling as many movies? Is what? Last I saw Jackie Chan, he had the venerable grey hairs of age showing up, right? I can't exactly say that it was a minimum amount of grey. Then again, all right, we need some more. Yes. But hey, it works. The color? Yes, this is the color. Oh. There we go. Like, we've almost finished Angron. I don't know what we're going to do next. Oh wait, yes I do. We need Sanguinius's hand, we need his head, and then we need to work on the base. And I have plans. So like, oh my goodness. We have been efficient. This is great. Wait, I'm not sure if we can call being efficient, like if we've actually been efficient, because it's been a few months. Wait. I've just noticed the tarnished grey here. It's just hanging out, being like, oh yeah, this is fine. What is this? Is this alright? Like, is this okay? I'm not sure. Need bit of this. I think that works. Ah. Okay. And I think with that, we can call today's work, or today's jobs, today's paint work complete. Your kitty's on your lap? Oh, that's cute. We are successful. We've got... Wait, no. We need to add some decorative paint splatter to at least the axe. What is it? Spine breaker? Either way, it is a destroyer of spines. Like, we cannot leave this destroyer of spines without at least some splatter on it. And where is it? No, that's the skin shade. Metallic. That's metallic. No, that's a primer. Aha! Spine grinder. I have some dry blood effect paint. I've been holding on to this because I knew about what we were doing. I have not tried this out. So I'm kind of like, yes, we need this. We need this in our lives. Yep. Alright. I've seen this used. We just sort of dab it on. And hopefully we get something cool. Oh, this is... It doesn't smell like normal paint. Right. Like this. Oh, this isn't brushing like normal paint either. This is my first time using any effect paints. So this feels so weird. Bum bum bum. There we go. That's better. At least for starters. We'll probably hit everything up a lot better later on. But I think, for starters, this is a good place to hit. So I think with that, YouTube, thank you for coming. It has been a great time. I hope you've had a lovely day. Thank you. Twitch, we will raid out and we will go say hello to Revens. It has been a great time. Bye. Oh, sorry, Angron.